Hello, everybody.
Hey guys, welcome to our show.
I'm Lonna,
I'm Lelah.
and today we're here to talk to you about anxiety, depression, and fear.
So, we understand that a lot of people deal with anxiety and depression, especially as parents, as minorities, as women. We really deal with a lot of things, and sometimes, most times in our society, we don't know how to deal with it in healthy ways. And sometimes we're scared to ask for help. Sometimes we feel like we have to have this strong, I'm a strong woman, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes, I know for me, I realize, oh shit, like I really need to pay attention to my mental health. Mm-hmm. I really need to do self-care. And I really need to deal with my depression. And so what I started doing was I took a self-inventory. I kind of did a case study on myself.
Okay.
And I wrote down, where I was at in life, some of my cycles, some of the things that I had been going through. And I noticed, oh, okay, around this time every year, you start to experience a little bit of depression. What are you doing to help that? Then I created a self-care routine. Mm-hmm. And I included candles, music, massage, going to the gym, working out, exercise. And I realized that the more I do that, the more it really, really helped me out.
Oh, that's amazing.
For me, with anxiety, I didn't know what anxiety was. Mm-hmm. Until you started talking about it, mommy started talking about it. But I noticed I would feel this jittery mm-hmm. feeling, especially when I was stressed or overwhelmed. Yeah. And then when I was working at this job where I just did not want to be, I felt like there was like a heaviness on my chest. I'd be at work and I'd be like, oh shit, like I just do not want to be here. And I would feel anxiety.
Yeah, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. It's like anxiousness. It's like an overwhelming feeling of anxiousness or fear or irritability. You don't know what's, it's really kind of hard to explain for some people, but you can get, for me, I know I get really anxious or I'll get irritable or I'm just nervous. I'm always fearing. I'm always like fearing something bad is going to happen or fearing the worst. Mm-hmm. And that's a good definition, for what anxiety actually is. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is not even things that are going to happen. It's just what we believe are going to happen. Maybe because we've been through so many things before in our past, mm-hmm. and we're just so used to being let down or used to bad things happening that we start to develop
like a story that we tell ourselves, or expectation.
Yeah, and I like that, the expectation that something bad is going to go wrong or something bad is going wrong at the moment, And sometimes with anxiety, if you have a lot of it, that can cause depression. And sometimes with depression, you have a lot of that can cause anxiety. Mm-hmm. And then us all kind of combined in together a lot of the times with anxiety, depression, and fear. Mm-hmm. So I think it's very important for us as a people, all of us, no matter, your age, race, all of us, to really do self-inventory, take self-inventory and figure out what triggers us, figure out what causes the anxiety and depression, just kind of recreate our world and our atmosphere mm-hmm. with the smells that we want, with the music that we want, mm-hmm. with the people that we want in it, and just live life the way we want to live it, like live it, how it's going to make us happy, not what other people want from us, not what other people think, and to really take care of ourselves. And I've heard that especially like with eating healthy mm-hmm. and exercising, it's really like a medication. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes for me, I will drink, I will drink a bottle of wine.
Talk about it
every night.
Talk about it, baby.
And I just want to mask everything. I don't want to deal with anything. And I realize that it gets worse when I do that. Like my body feels sluggish. I feel heavy. Things are not really good for me. So I have to take a step back and be like, okay, I can't keep running from my problems and hiding, mm-hmm. or trying not to deal with it. And so lately I've been like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to face this. I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to start talking to myself and realizing, when something's coming on, asking myself, what is that? What is that I'm feeling? Why am I feeling that way?
And that's the self-inventory.
Yeah.
Is asking yourself, what's going on with me? Being aware of how you feel, being aware of what's bothering you, being able to say, oh, I feel anxious. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you ever notice that you feel something, you don't know what it is, you just know you're bothered. Yeah. You just know I'm uncomfortable.
Irritable, irritated.
Mm-hmm. But you were saying and change something. You were saying knowing how you feel and change.
Oh, so like knowing how you feel and changing your mindset about it, or, so it's like this analogy right here, like the glass is half empty or the glass is half full. Mm-hmm. So when you think about it, okay, if everything is so bad and the glass is half empty, of course things are going to get better, but if you look around and you appreciate the little things in life, and I'm alive, I can breathe, I can see, I can smell, I can taste, I'm here, like
healthy.
Everything is okay, the glass is half full, then you'll start to I wouldn't necessarily say get rid of the anxiety, but know how to deal with it better.
And you'll start to kind of develop a more positive picture. Sometimes we're going through things and we literally tell ourselves it's so dark outside and everything is so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like we kind of tilt to that it's all so bad.
Yeah.
And we got to find that balance of, okay, I'm not liking this, I'm not feeling good about this. Oh, but I'm grateful about this and thank God about this.
Yep.
I'm having a bad time with this, but you know what? I'm really happy that I have my house in order, or that I know for me, I need a car. I got to be able to drive. I don't want to be catching no bus. That shit is stressful. I thank God every day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord, that I can drive.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Lord. So just trying to find the small things to be grateful for.
That's right. And the positive in every situation. So even sometimes with negative situations, you're learning something or you're growing from something. So there is a positive in it, believe it or not. So you have to kind of just, think to yourself, okay, well, God's not going to put more on me than what I can handle. And a lot of the times it's hard for people who's lost loved ones and it's dealing with a lot of deep, dark depression, addiction, anxiety to really feel that way. But when you realize I'm still alive, that I can still feel, maybe that's what they mean, what it means by God won't give you more than you can handle. That means I can make a change. That means I can change my mind on how I feel about this, or learn something about it, or find a way to kind of just be able to survive and find some form of happiness from my memories even.
And even though I'm hurting, sometimes it feels like the hurt is just never going to end. Like it's just always going to be this way, but it's not. And we know that.
Yes.
That it will change, that eventually the hurt and the pain can become joy, which sometimes you be like, what the fuck you mean this shit can become joy? I'm sad, I'm hurting, blah, blah, blah. But you get to a point in life where you laugh about, girl, you remember when I was going through this? And you remember when mommy used to fall asleep at the school meeting?
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah. Like real shit that's like depressing at the time, and then you go through it and you learn from it. You get through it and you're like, oh, you can find something to be grateful for. You can find the good, or you can, use it to grow muscle, to grow character, to help somebody else.
I was going to say that. Because even if you find joy in the fact that you made it through, even if it's not in the situation necessarily, because that really did hurt and it really was a dark period in your life, the fact that I made it to the other side, that I made it through, and I'm here and I'm alive and well, I'm just joyful. Because we get one life. You get this, that's what I believe. You get this life and you have to make the best of it. If you're not dead, you're alive. Right. And all you could do is keep trying to live and keep being positive, keep pushing, keep being focused, and helping other people, telling other people your story, not being afraid. You don't have to be perfect. No one's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
We're not perfect.
And I find that the more we share our imperfections, the more we are like, oh shit, bitch, I was going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been dealing with, I was alone. Yep. Like, the enemy wants you to feel isolated. Wants you to feel like you're the only one, like you're by yourself. No, nigga, we all out here stressing. We all out here going through. We all out here having different experiences. And when we open up and we share that with other people, it's like liberating. It's like, yes, I'm not by myself. Yes, I thought I had to put on this, because social media and everything, everything's perfect. That shit is pictures. We're playing.
Yeah. And
talk about what's really going on.
Okay, and people know how to tweak things and make things look better than what it is. But the truth is, we're all human and we all go through something. Whether it's mental, physical, emotional, all of that, spiritual even. Sometimes we have spiritual battles that we're dealing with, and it's hard for people to explain. And when you tap into your inner self, and then you tap into your higher being, and it allows you to kind of be able to actually understand things a little bit better, understand yourself better, and find your happiness and find your happiness.
And another thing that I realize is when I'm hurting and when I'm going through, if I can just take my mind off of my pain at the moment, if I can just take my mind off of the fact that I'm going through something and I'm uncomfortable and I'm in pain, and I could go and help somebody else, it just changes your whole perspective. I was going through a really depressive state, and I had this homegirl. And I just was like, yo, let me go and see her. you know, and I went to go see her, and she was going through some shit. She was in some pain. You know what I'm saying? And it made me look at myself and be like, yo, you need to stop complaining because shit could be a lot worse for you.
That's right.
And I was like, let me help her. Let me be here for her. And it really just, you know, I feel like if everybody who is going, and it's hard to do when you're hurting, but if you're going through something, go find somebody else and help them. I know it sounds like blah, 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 but either you could sit there and be in that pain and be going through it and trying to find ways to, you know, mask it or cover it up. The shit ain't going nowhere until you deal with it.
That's right.
But if you can, in the process of dealing with it and in the process of finding healthy ways to express yourself, to be aware of how you feel, you know, to be aware of what you need to do in order to make a change. And sometimes you can't do nothing, but you just got to just stay still, you know. Even in all that, call somebody, call a friend, see somebody else in need and help them.
That's
And I
right.
promise you, it's going to change your perspective. It won't be me, everything's so bad for me, I'm never going to get through this. It'll be like, thank you, God, because look at, you know, so-and-so, and you know, I'm going through something, they're going through something, I'm not alone. And not only that, but I can do something for your pain. I can do something to help you.
That's right.
And then God will send someone who can do something to help you.
That's right. And a lot of things in life are inevitable. We're going to grow old. We're going to experience pain. We're going to experience loss. It's just the way life works, you know? And so when you understand that and you realize that, you know, that's whenever you can better help yourself to get through these certain things that you're going through, or to help other people. You know, just remember, you're not alone. You know, we're all going through it. Doesn't matter how we look. You can have on makeup, jewelry, all of that, and still feel like crap. You know what I'm saying? And so the bottom line is, you know, just kind of figure out a way where you could understand yourself a little better, take care of yourself a little better. Self-care is so important. Certain things for me, when I eat, like if I eat like really heavy, greasy, you know, carby stuff, I start to feel down and out. Our gut kind of controls a lot of the things in our bodies. But when I'm eating, you know, healthy fruits, vegetables, and things like that, drinking water and have an alkaline diet, I'm feeling a lot more energized. I'm feeling better. I just feel
for me, exercise. I get it out when I go exercise. Zumba. Shout out to my girl JJ. Zumba classes help me to forget it. I literally forget about whatever I'm going through, and I get in there and get in that mirror and be like, ooh, 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 and then I feel so good afterwards. I sleep good at night. You know what I'm saying? Just find things that are healthy. If you have some bad habits, whether it be drinking, whether it be smoking, whether it be, you know, using a man, or, you know, fighting, whatever the negative, the bad habits are that are not serving you, try to replace them with something positive. Try to replace them with something healthy. And then write that shit down so you can be like, because we'll forget.
Yeah, we will.
I forgot my self-care routine plenty of times and was like, oh, I'm depressed. Didn't you write a self-care routine?
Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out.
And don't be afraid to get like some counseling or something if you need it, or have a friend or a partner that you can go to and talk to about the things that you're going through. That is very important, so that we're not alone, because people don't know what we're really dealing with. Sometimes we don't put it out there. And another thing I know with anxiety and depression, sometimes it's really hard to sleep. And so, you know, we'll wake up in the middle of the night, we're very bothered. And I've learned that, you know, if I'm, you know, for me, what works is I go to my playlist at night and I put on soothing sounds, and I love it. It's so beautiful. I have a little night light that I like. It's just, I make my atmosphere peaceful and beautiful, and it really helps me to fall asleep. I'll drink some chamomile tea or something like that, you know, take a nice hot shower, just moisturize myself really good, and just really care for yourself. It helps. It'll help.
It does. I like to light my candles. I got a playlist. I like to take hot baths because I like to work out, and sometimes I just need to relax my body, so I'll take me a hot bath with some what's the
Epsom salt?
With some Epsom salt and lavender. I like deep tissue massages, baby. I need somebody to rub me down, okay? So I'll call, you know, and get me a massage. I like to go for walks. I like to be in nature. I like to look at the trees. I like to feel the breeze. I like to read. I love music. Music is like life to
Soothes
me.
the soul, heals the soul.
And I like to help others. I like to talk to my friends and talk to my girls and be like, oh my God, like we connect. We are together in this. We're more alike than we are different.
Yeah.
Regardless,
and more powerful together as well.
More powerful together, regardless of our taste, you know, or just the small things. We're more alike than we all want to be loved. We all want to be valued. We all want to feel connected.
That's right.
You know, and so when you're able to love yourself and accept yourself and say, look, I know I'm not perfect and I'm not trying to be, ain't nobody perfect.
That's right.
And I'm okay with who I am and where I am. Yep, I deal with some depression. Yep, I deal with some anxiety, some fear. You know, I deal with a lot of things. And I'm going to reach out to somebody who we can connect and we can talk about it. I'm going to reach out and see how my girl's doing, because if I'm dealing with something, I know she's dealing with something. We all are. Yeah. So it's about connection, and it's about making healthy choices.
That's right.
To just be better, you know?
Yeah, all around. And that's even keeping the good people around you, good energies around you, you know, not people that are going to bring you down or create issues and cause problems or, you know, just negative all the time. Just keep positivity in your world. You know, surround yourself with the better things in life. People, foods, exercise, anything you can think of that helps you.
Eat. Oh, that's when I had to replace my food, because girl, let me tell you, give me some ice cream and a love movie. Woo! We on.
Yeah.
But I had to stop that because I was getting a little heavier than I wanted to be. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a smoothie.
Yeah.
Instead, you know. And again, you know, sometimes when you're trying to do better, you have to be patient with yourself.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. So I was going through a situation. I was going through some depression, right? And I was just like, let me just give me a bottle of wine, and I'm just gonna have a glass or two. Nope. We go through bottles, okay? Bottle. If I get a bottle, I'm drinking the bottle. I'm drinking my bottle of wine, you know? And then I was like, all right, I gotta stop. And of course, you never stop, like, right when you say you're gonna stop.
Yeah.
So, talking to my sister, and we talking about, girl, you this, girl, me, this, you know?
What's going on?
And so, I just would start maybe substituting something healthy. I'm gonna have me a smoothie. I'm gonna put it in my wine glass, so I can get this feeling that, you know, I'm relieving stress, or that I'm, you know, whatever that wine serves, that purpose that it serves. So, you know, man,
or even some tea, you know, some kind of a tea or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, just anything. You know, I like to make little ices and little, you know, even like little ice slush water or ice slush tea or something like that, or smoothies as well. And I'll just drink that, and I just feel so much better because I'm trying. I'm fighting through, and I'm not giving up. And no matter what, I'm believing in myself. Or minds change very often. One day or 1 minute we're upset, we're angry, we're depressed, we're stressful. The next day we're hopeful. You know, we believe, we have faith that things are going to be okay. It's okay. You're human. We're all going to go through that. But as long as you recognize it and you try your hardest to make it better for yourself and your loved ones around you, everything's going to be okay.
And treat people good. You know, one of the things is so important, and I feel like we could have a whole video on this, is that when you're hurting, sometimes it's so easy to take that hurt out on someone else.
Very true.
Man, be aware of that. Like, treat people good. Don't hurt other people. Don't make other people feel bad or put other people down because you know you ain't feeling good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I understand that it's easy to do that, but we're adults and we got to be responsible for our choices, you know?
Right.
And it's, I don't want like the excuses of like I was hurt and I was going through something bad.
Yeah.
Well, you need to apologize. Like you need to take ownership for your for your behavior and be responsible. But remember to treat people good. And treat yourself good. Be kind to yourself.
That's right.
Be patient with yourself. Be loving and accepting with yourself.
That's right.
And if you're dealing with anxiety and you're dealing with depression, you're not alone.
You're not.
And you know, there's things you can do to deal with it in positive and healthy ways.
That's right.
So this video is a lot longer than
the other ones.
Yeah. But if y'all don't mind, if y'all like the long videos and you stay engaged, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
And if there's any other topics that you want to hear us talk about,
let us know.
We're here.
Anything, guys. We will get real and really raw and very honest with you. It'll be okay. Like anything you want to talk about, you know, just let us know.
Yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in. We love you, and we send you great energy, positive, goddess, beautiful energy. If you're a man, we send you king.